Are you working or studying?
I'm still studying at university now.
What's the course you're taking?
I'm taking a course for business administration
Okay. Why did you choose such course to take?
because when I was young, I dreamed to become a businessman like my mother when I grow up. So I choose this course to study because it can help me know more about business.
Do you have a plan for the future after your degree?
I'm gonna find a job, and besides, I'm gonna find some classics of music for relaxation.
Why do many Vietnamese parents send their children to developed countries like the US or England to study?
I think with such developed countries like the US or England, their educational system will be better than that of Vietnam, and Vietnamese parents want to take the advantage of it and send their children to those countries and get more valuable knowledge to serve our country.
What's the difference between the educational system of the US and that of Vietnam?
I think the Vietnamese educational system is that the students have to learn a lot of theories without practicing. On the other hand, in the US, besides studying theories, the students can have more chances to do a lot of practicing, and that makes them understand the theories well.
How long do you intend to stay in the US for your overseas study?
If I study in the US, I will spend about 5 years to finish my study program there.
What kind of program are you pursuing in the US?
Human resources management is the major that I pursue in the US
Why do you want to take this major?
because I can see that in Vietnam, human resources management is the weak major, and there are many people who have ability to work in this field. So I choose to study this major, and I can easily find a stable job in a big company.
What do you want to be in the future when you come back home from your overseas study program?
When I come back home from my study, I really want to become a well-educated manager in international companies like Apple or Samsung company.
Do you think that staying more at school will give people more chances to get higher wages and promotion when they go to work?
Yes, of course. Many researchers in the US have shown that the higher you study, the easier you can find a job, the better wage you have, and the more promotion you get.
Will you pursue a master program in the US?
Of course, the higher I study, the more knowledge I get, and I can see that it's very useful for me when I apply for a job later.
Will you come back Vietnam after finishing your study in the US?
Of course, I must come back to serve my country.
What are your plans after getting the degree in the US?
I'm going to find a job, and I will also take some classes of music, and I can improve my knowledge of musical instruments.
Does that mean you look for a job in Vietnam or in the US?
Yes, of course, I must come back in Vietnam.
Okay. Why do many Vietnamese students want to stay in the US after finishing the university program there?
I think with the developed countries like the US, our life will be better and we can be free to do whatever we want. Of course, legally. Moreover, with the cool weather in the US, we always feel comfortable and we can do almost everything easily.
Okay, perfect. And from now, we will start part two. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, now let's talk about the topic card you have. Let's go.
Everyone has a favorite health activity to do. For me, I prefer swimming because it has lots of interest and good effects on me. I often go to the swimming pools in the summer when the weather turns hotter. There, I can practice swimming skills by myself and I can relax on those hot days. There are so many swimming pools in the city, so that I can easily find one of them and start enjoying the coolness of the water. 4 years ago, when my friends weren't so busy like now, we usually went to the swimming pools together and we made a competition to compete with the others. And now, as my friends all have business to do, I go swimming alone every morning and that makes me feel healthier to start a new day. I think swimming will make me taller, stronger, and thinner. Moreover, I always feel comfortable with the relaxation it brings to me. Imagine what happens if the summer is coming and you just stay at home. It's really boring and it's very hot as well. You can easily get angry with everything. I love swimming and I never stop it.
Okay, perfect. Now, we will start part 3. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What diseases do people often have these days?
Today, with rapid development of fast food industry, obesity is the main disease that people mostly have.
Do you know why they have such diseases?
I can see that people tend to eat fast food more than healthy food and are lazy to do exercise, so they can suffer from obesity easily.
Okay, so what is the main solution for that?
They should eat more healthy food like vegetables or fish and reduce eating fatty foods like pork and beef. In addition, they must do exercise more often, and only by that way they can lose weight effectively, and moreover, that's the best way to keep in shape and avoid sickness.
What kinds of foods do you often eat normally?